And welcome back, Stationeers. So today I hope to finish the reset on the cargo Larre and then do the seed request. My mouse. Okay. So it should be simple to finish. So we're able to track down the issue there. On the last one. And if I recall, the problem was when the stack is full, it was not properly pushing the quantity, which doesn't make sense since I manually putting 0 there, but I might mess up the order or the IDs. Oh yeah, I never really look if I'm starting at the position correctly. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Pretty sure I have something in the memory 1, 2 that I forget. Oh, I could also do reset on the hash. So it will be a full reset, but then I will need to be able to remove it from the memory, which will be a pain. I mean, not really, I just put 0 on the hash, right? Yeah. So let's see. First, on this one, I'm gonna get from the main storage. Import. And this one, we go on the seed requester, which should be called seed resetter now. But for now, that's fine. So how am I pushing stuff to memory? So we start, we don't push anything. Okay, so if we don't have anything in the main, that should be working as, yeah. So stack index, where does stack index start? So the stack index starts at 0, which means so there's nothing. 0, 1, 2, that is what should have, right? So 2 is the slot position, 1 is the quantity. Yeah, 2 position, 1 quantity, and 0 is the hash. Am I doing the update properly? So stack index will be equal to stack index plus 3, right? So it's 0, go to 3, of course, right? Because 0, 1, and 2. That's correct. 3 is the next one. So over here, main controller index is also 0, and I'm adding wait, have I ever changed the main controller index? Don't tell me I never update the main controller index. Holy moly, that would explain everything actually, because the quantity is completely messed up. Yeah, so we get the index go -1, the slot index go back to 4, and then we loop back, and then I never update the controller index, which means the memory is all messed up on the first one. So I need to add into the main controller index whatever it has, 3. Jeez, that is stupid. Okay. I can also do, once you hit the thing there is no update, right? So this we are 0 everything out. So on this one I can just put into the main controller, into the main controller index, the hash that will be 0, right? That locker is empty, so that's it. I think that will fix everything. I'm really hoping it fixes everything. So if I do a save here, so what I want to do, instead of actually doing all the things, so if I comment the mode 2 here, it should never do the job. So I can manually fix everything, yes. So if I export this, and I request a reset, this shouldn't be 2, this should be 0. It should be 1 actually. Waiting for a command. Oh, I see what I made. No, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so this is waiting. This is waiting. Perfect. So this has 1. This has 10. This has 1. This has 8. So I'm gonna use you as a testing subject. I'm gonna place you there. So the soybean, which one is it? This is the fern, right? So the fern should just be kept here. So the seed, the wheat here, I'm gonna do next. Should be stacked. And everything else I can just wait. So this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So now the only thing I do will be uncomment this, and it should do the job correctly. And it should then grab the fern and just put there, and then stack the soybean on this fern, not the soybean, on the wheat right here. Maybe I do something that will occasionally look for spoil and automatically remove the spoil. I don't know. Can I? So let's see, it should go back to work now, normally. So you're gonna grab the fern and just gonna place there. Yeah, now it's working. So we're just gonna place it there. That is not what's supposed to happen. So it messes up the hashes. So now I need to fix the hashes, which means I need to do the entire thing. Right? So let's comment this again. And let's request what a freaking nightmare. So where did the cocoa went? Okay, so it went here. That's the switchgrass. That's the weed. Jeez. Sugarcane. Fern. And the soybean. Why this has to be so freaking annoying? Because I'm so freaking dumb on doing the codes. Jeez. So you go over this, right? Let's go over the update here. So let's do one more update here. So put into the main controller from the main controller index the hash to update. That will be the full thing. Right, so now I can go here, alias hash to update will be R8. So here I do load slot into hash to update from cargo Larre and the slot 255. The hash occupant hash, yeah. I'm gonna redirect into this. So if it reads 0, it means there's nothing. Or if the quantity is 0, also means there's nothing. So just to be sure, on the update here, I'm going to do a select into the hash to update from the quantity. No, never mind. I'm not gonna do this. From the index. If the index is 0, yes. Index 0 means the second thing here, right? So if the index is not 0, the hash will be whatever hash it has, otherwise it will be 0. Yes. Because if the index is set to 0, no, never mind. Not gonna do this. Just trust that when we read the hash to update, it actually reads 0. Now, it should keep track of whatever it has there. This should be a full resetting to the memory of this guy. I mean, the only full reasonable way for me to actually do this would have 3 debuggers. One to look at the hash of the locker index, so I would need a dial. And then what do I have behind this door here in particular? Let me just do a very... I think I can do that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I have at the 6th position here? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a dial and 2 debuggers. One going to show the slot index and the other one going to show the quantity, and a display that will show what it thinks it has on the locker. Crap, I'm saying what I want to do and I forget the count number. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, genius. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Remember, number 6. Very easy to remember. 6. I'm pretty sure 6 is the open space. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the vent here. Yeah, this vent's on the vacuum. Which means, yeah, I cannot remove it because it's a freaking... Yeah. Gonna have to remove this stairwell. Yeah, so now I'm regretting really hard having the stairwells inside. They look interesting, but if you need walls or insulated, you can only do around it. So it's the grid around it, and then you need to remember you cannot remove the wall, which is very risky thing to do for sure. I need to get rid of all this crap. Okay. You can be charging there for a sec while I'm going to print some stairs. Normal stairs. Gonna need some flat walls. Flat wall require steel sheet. Okay. So it is a 2x2, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 10. Oh, I never placed this guy. Yes. So 10. Let's make 2 more just for safety. 1 and 2. Now give me some steel sheets, and I should be good to go. While this is happening, I'm gonna eat this potato here and drink. So we're gonna need 2 displays, which will be this, and a third one to show the hash. So I need a hash display. Sorry, which gonna require gold that I don't have. should have made some mining or put the aim to work. Problem with the aim working, it's going way too far and it's running to the freak gigantic mountain and gets stuck in all sorts of holes. So that's annoying. That should be enough. So you come with me. 26 of this. We're gonna need the console. We're gonna need the hash display that I don't have. No gold. No gold. You don't have gold. That's enough. Right. Okay, let's fix this. Of course, I'm full of ice. This is for one of the traders that I bought all the ice. This was before the furnace was ready. So I don't look at my actual stack like for years now. Not stack. I want to say I don't look at my mining belt. Okay, there's a lot of poop here as well. Great. So I just need some gold. I don't need too much. I have this, right? Yes. So we just sweep this. That's not... Thank you. You as well. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I changed this later. So just get some gold, and that should be fine. Should be easy. So I have this big mountain here. Past this, I should be free to mine. So I want gold. Gold is yellow, right? That's cobalt. Yeah, that's gold here. Let's do some digging slowly. There you go, gold. The wind is weird there, to be honest. I'm expecting way more wind, but that's fine. I'm not complaining. Oh, this is bedrock already. So the gold spawn all the way below the bedrock. I hate this. That should be enough gold to do what I need. Yeah, it's spawned below the bedrock. Beautiful. Yep, all the way below the bedrock. Why did my lights turn off? What the? Hello? What the heck was this? So good it was on camera, so flashlight just decided to not work, even though I had full power. Holy crap, so much stuff that they need to fix on the game. That is weird, to say the least. Is that gold? No, that's silver. Oh, there is gold. That's more than enough gold. Well, that's a lot of gold, to be honest. Right. That should do the job. Okie dokie. So give me the hash display and the 3 transformers that I need. Thank you. Very kind. That is 2, not 3. I knew I printed 3. I need a dial, which is a switch. How am I gonna control this? To control this, I either have to have another chip, or I can read. I think I can read from the one that's just waiting. Yes. Let's put this. The fact that I not experienced the atmosphere pushing me around means the game starts to run slow. So the atmosphere is the one thing that goes lower first. Of course, you require frame support. Still, what am I doing? I need to go there and remove that thing, yes. Here I do experience the push. How do I go inside? Here. Yep, there's a wall here. And then you can see that the thing here is seed recounter. So I can't remove that wall. Or I join with this entire room here. So you going to be decommissioned. So I need a branch. This is nice for exterior. It does looks freaking nice on the exterior. So another angle grinding. Make sure I'm not grinding the wrong thing here. This will give me a frame. Now Now the important part, make sure I don't remove something that's wrong. So stairway are gonna require branch. Okay. So I do need a frame. For now, normal stair. Crap. I guess gonna have to be like this for now. Yeah, not great, but works. So now I can place the walls. There, 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 and there. Oh, I counted the top. I forgot that the top was too wide. So another annoying thing on the game is that you can't place the stairwell when the wall is there. So you need to place the wall first and then the stair. But then now you get this backwards. You need to place the stair first, then the wall. But then how am I gonna put the thing there? I need to remove the stair, but I can't remove the stair because I won't be able to place it back there. So those stuff in the game are a pain. They are really a pain. So they really need to fix. Oh, just because I'm saying this, it doesn't complain. It did happen when I was placing the stair inside the greenhouse there. It did happen. I did have to remove the wall, place the stair, then put the wall back. It's annoying. Well, since I'm here, I place the ground. Okay, now I can work in the walls without concerning with this part here. And there you go. Why? So it's the ground that's annoying. Seems like it. What is this thing here that is the problem? Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate when the window gets dragged. I really hate. And they never fix the errors. Yep. And now it's gonna have this weird spacing here. So what's the problem here? Any wall in the ground? No, how is this the wall that caused the problem? It's not even in the same hit. Just to be sure that this is the guy. Yep, this is the guy. That's freaking annoying. So you can totally place the wall after. If I can get it to go down. See, you can totally place it after. It's just that the game says, hey, you can't place the stair now. And now I can't place the freaking thing. That's so painful. That's painful. That's really painful. Okay. So got this part done, so I can open the wall from the other side now. I just can't open from the bottom there. Should have some frames here, right? Yeah, I do have frames here, and I also have some flat walls and dead walls that were left from the work. So I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna need you guys to build this guy here, frame, and a wall. Okay, so let me have if I could move. Perfect, nothing blow up. Problem this is maybe the thing. I don't know if I can see from the thing stuff. Thin, if I can pronounce it. Well, we're gonna find out. If I put the console could just be like this, that's fine. And you're gonna need 2 displays. The display is the thing that I don't know if I can see, right? So if I put you here, yeah, I can see it. Okay, so I can use this wall. Because I don't have any other blue wall. I guess I could take from the ground. Okay. Let's put this there. Remove it again. So I need to cable this. So I can take... This is on 2, this is on 2. So everything is waiting. Okay, let me make this not be waiting. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem again. So for now, let's just save into memory mode 0 and then jump to nothing. I don't have nothing, but I guess I can just have nothing now. Okay, make sure we are in the right one. Export. Really? Can't I? Right, so this won't be... this is closed. Why would you be closed? Okay, what I was doing. Cables. So I need to pass the cable here, over the top here. Okay, so I can pass the cable, no problem. It is not gonna connect to anything. It's not really. I can check with this guy, right? But it's pretty hard to see something with this. Yeah, there is a cable. But that's thin cable, that's not heavy cable, so they don't connect together. Right, see? So that's fine. So I can't totally push you here like this and you go up. Which means I could do the same here. and you go up, then I have both here, and then I go from here. I don't have any glass. Oh, I do have a glass. Oh, what are the chances? Oh, I have glass because I took from the windows. Okay, need to put it back there. I don't have any diskettes. I do have a diskette right here. I have one inside. I forget the dial. The dial will be for me to manually do the selecting. I need to read the hash from somewhere. I don't have the hash stored anywhere. How am I gonna make this with this chip in order? So put the number there is easy. Putting the hash here will not be easy. Be like this. I can reach somehow. You would go to 20 because I have 20 lockers. So I'm gonna call you dial seed stack memory. Call this quantity. Call this slot index. And how am I gonna get the hash? So we're gonna need some device to have the ID. So I could have a memory. Memory just for debugging. I don't want to turn on my jetpack because there is more stuff in it than just nitrogen. I guess I want to have a nitrogen jetpack now. Okay. I guess I can just place a memory. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can get there. And then I place a memory there. For now, let's just make the code. This guy here. So before doing any of this, you jump AL to update display, right? Update display. So you're going to load from the dial, load device setting, load dial, and then we're gonna sub from R0, R01 because this is 120. Actually, this is 0, right? So it means go to 21. Or go to 20, but then okay. So no subbing. Okay, 0, 19. That's perfect. Now we're going to load into R1 from the main chip controller. Main controller. So I'm going to get into R1 from the main controller 0. This is the hash. And I'm gonna save this to the memory that I don't have yet. Save device into the memory. Setting R1. So this is the hash. Get from this guy. Get into R1 from the main controller. The index R0. This reads the hash. And then we save into memory, which I don't have. Then I'm gonna save device into one of the displays. Setting R1, and then we're gonna do it again. So I need to add into R0, R01. This will go to the next thing. Then we're gonna get from the controller R0. That will be the next thing I'm gonna save here. And then we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this again. So this reads the quantity, and then this reads the slot. I think. I should still have the comment here, yes. So it's hash quantity slot backwards. So it is hash quantity slot. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So I need the settings on the dial. The settings. I need the ID on the dial, which should be. I need to press twice because it was already on this guy. So 7D 13CD. 7D 13CD. Then the next thing is the memory, which I don't have. Then the next thing will be the quantity, which is this guy here. 7D08D4. 7D08D4. And last will be this guy, which is 7D08A1. A1 at the ending. Okay. So instead of jumping to nothing, what I will do here is just jump to start here for now. That's definitely wrong. So the hash is on the quantity there. No, that's not correct. Let's not jump into conclusions. I need to add 3 X amount of time. Yes. So I load the setting, right? I need remote R0 by 3, right? So these will read 0 at first because it is times 0. Then the next time this will be 1 times 3, it will be 3. 0, 1, 2 is these lots. Then 3, 4, 5. So next time we're going to read 2 times 3 will be 6, right? 0, 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's perfect. I think I did it more complicated than it should be in the other one. Like I'm going negative after this. Yeah, just multiply this by, yeah. This is the actual index. Okay. Thank you. This guy is not being updated. Quantity is always 0, index is always 2. So 1 is this guy here, which definitely not why you guys are messed up. And jeez, everything is freaking messed up. Oh my goodness, that's nightmare. Yeah, I really need the hash display now. Okay, let's get a memory. So here, you shouldn't have a direct connection. But this guy, if I flip you around, this, and like this, then I put you to 25. Okay, so this is gonna prevent this from drawing more than 25 kilowatts, which means I have 75 left for the entire thing here. So when the big thing here draws power, of course I forget the big thing on the locker. On the big antenna draw power, it won't shut down everything else. I did this backwards. Oh, it doesn't matter. So you can fill up a little bit. Memory. Logic memory. I hope the display can read from the memory. Otherwise, that will be a pain. I swear I'm gonna clean this one day. Just need to throw all this trash in the composter. And that should make me some volatiles. think you're gonna need way more frames to place the big one. That became a mess. So use are going to be called just hash. And I hope I can read. I can't read anything from here. Yeah, I'm on the way. Sorry. Oh, missed. Oh, come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. It's not that hard. I just want to jump on the top there. Go. Oh, come on. That will be a nightmare. Go. There is a particular position where you can jump on top of the wall. Oh, see? Just jump over it. Can I jump and press 8? I can, but it slides, which doesn't really help. Thank you very much. Don't fall now. Didn't help much. I can't see shit. Well, we can research, right? Can search, right? So hash. Yes, we can. Thank you. What is your ID, sir? 7D, 7E46. D7E46. Great. Now, I'm gonna push this to the update state, but I won't have the update state. So I'm gonna click over here. So this is 0. I think I need to remove this. Yes, I need to remove this. Okay. Holy crap, it's inverting everything. Like, it's not even kidding. Sweetgrass. Tomatoes are here. What the heck just became of this? That was not what I wanted. Is everything shifted 1 backwards? So this is not correct. This is also not correct. This is... so you should be here. So you go there. Not the same. Similar, but not the same. Of course, there is a... Holy crap, this is hard to look at. This is really annoying. There is one extra here. Right, so this one is correct. This one is correct. This one is correct. This one is now correct. This one is wheat, which is similar to rice. Make sure everything reads wheat. This is sugar cane. Okay, it's missing one sugar cane. Now this is mushroom. Yes, definitely not one. This is the sugar cane. This is the rice. Potato. Corn. Okay. So this is 1, 10, 10. This is 1, 10. Rice, which is 10, 4, which is backwards. This one is 7. So this is 5, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it's 5, 10. Okay. 6, 10, 10. That's 2. Okay, and then 4, 9, 8, 10 on everything. There's one there. This is and this is 110. Okay. You be here. Perfect. So now I should run the reset. Oh, the wall is in the way. Wrong. Did I ever place the wall back there? Oh, that's the wall that should be there. Plastic. Okay. Perfect. Now, if I look at the value 0, it's reading switchgrass, which is definitely wrong, because this is the value should be there, cocoa. So, it is on mode 2. Mode 2 is doing nothing. If I put a mode 2 here, but instead of changing back to 0, I'm gonna keep you at a number that doesn't exist, so nothing happens after. You should be doing something. It's not doing anything, and I turned the memory there. I didn't want you to do that. Because I have this here. No, I don't have this here. I have this here. Yeah, I forgot about this. So it's not updating the hash. Why is it not updating the hash? first thing it's reading should be cocoa. Right? So it move to the slot, move to the station, wait to get there, set the cargo to the slot index, which will be 14. Right, we reset there and we reset here. Then I'm reading the quantity and the maximum quantity and the hash to update. The hash to update then get updated when we call update slot index, right? It should then set everything to, yeah, there is nothing to be wrong here. Okay, so I read this quantity, read this and read this. There is nothing there. Branch equal to 0. Go to the next slot. Continue slot loop, which is this. Oh, I messed up. I didn't finish yet. Right, so I update everything to 0. And then I go to the next slot. Okay, so that's why it's 0 everything out. But then it should be zeroing everything out. This can only happen if I'm on the index 0, right? So I read the index, slot index is 0. I didn't read anything. Then this here should happen. So first, branch, if it's less than, so I'm going backwards, right? So this is locker index sub 1, right? So this will read 14 until 0. This will pass to the 0. So this will have to be equal to 0. So branch is greater than 0. So if we're not at 0 yet, just keep going. That's one thing. Okay, so you are there, you're in the mode that doesn't exist, which is 99, great. The memory is there, the memory is not there, which is not great. Because I also set the memory here. Great. Now it's correct. Yeah, I was zeroing everything. So I say quantity 0 because this guy has 0, but this has 1, so the quantity is wrong. But at least, and the index is 1. The index shouldn't be 1, the index should be 13. At least if I get the hash is correct. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is all wrong. Oh no, it's not updating because it's not running the code, yes. I need to wait for the thing to finish. What the heck? Where did I... Oh, I got it on top of this. So let's go to 19. Okay, it's done. This should be 99, this should be 99, great. So it's reading 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then watermelon 1. So it's slot index 1, quantity 0. Definitely wrong. Everything is index 1 and quantity 0, so this means I'm saving the index of the stack, not the actual value. Yes, because I'm always saving 1 here and 0 in the quantity. So the code that does the update is this guy, right? So we're gonna main controller index plus 2 into this guy. So let's start from the beginning. Put into the main controller, on the main controller index, the #2 update. Perfect. Then put into the main controller, so add integer 0 from the main controller index 1. This go to quantity. And then I put into main controller into the index plus 1 the quantity to update, and I get the main controller again, controller index plus 2 now, which is correct because I'm not reusing this, otherwise it would be plus 1. And then put in the main controller on this index the index to update, so quantity and index. That is correct. Now while you are doing the thing, so we're gonna import this, make sure again that I'm reading the correct values of this crap. So it starts here, right? Stack index is 0 because they don't have anything there. So I get from the DB the stack index, which is 0, which means this is the hash. Okay, hash is 0, that's perfect. Then where am I getting something from the DB again? Here. On DB, I'm getting to the locker slot index R0. R0 is stack index plus 2, right? Lock slot position. That's what it should be. And then I stack index plus 1, which is the quantity. Yes, that's it. So 1 is quantity, 2 is slot position. It is, at least this note is right. 1 is quantity, 2 is a slot position. So I'm start at 0 here. And R0 has the quantity, right? So moving to quantity 0, moving to index to update R0. R0 is the locker index plus 1. Because this is when they are not equal, this is when they are equal, which means it is full. When it is full, the index to update will be the locker index plus 1. Yes, that's correct. The next locker index. And the quantity will be 0. That is correct. And then we do the update. If they are different, the index to update is just the index. And the quantity will be R0. R0 was read here. Branch if it's equal to 0. If I don't read anything on this slot, I go to the continuous slot is 0, right? Yeah, the thing is empty. Then if we are greater than 0, we just go to the next slot, which just subtract 1 from the index. Perfect. And that's the end validation. Okay. Perfect. Now, if this has something and is different from this, we'll update slot quantity, which is this guy, and gonna be R0. Yeah, so there is nothing replacing R0 anywhere. So R0 should have the quantity. So I am storing the quantity correctly. And over this guy, there isn't much to be done really, right? So data locker slot index, hash on the hash, quantity on the 1, and the slot on the 2, that's also correct. And then down here, I'm reading the setting from the dial. So I get the hash from the whatever position it is, 036, right? Which will be directly S. And I put the thing here on R1. Then I add into R0, which will be now be 4, assuming I'm on the second one. And I read from it. Then I add again 1 to the index. Read from it. And yeah, that the reading are correct. Which means I'm either stored the value, so something is wrong. Yeah. So the hashes are correct now. At least the hashes are correct. It is pointing to the correct plant. Perfect. I just don't get why the heck my hash is 1. Shouldn't be 1. Slotting is 1 and quantity is 0. So I messed up something else. Give me a sec. Right. This is going nowhere. Let me do something a little smarter. So let's say you are in the mode 2, which we're gonna jump you here. So we're gonna always do the display. I'm going to go to the station -1. I'm gonna do this, but instead of coming back to here, I'm just gonna jump back to start, which will keep this always looking on the very first thing. If I jump to start, I'm gonna put a lot of stuff in the memory, so I can just jump to RA. But I never pop my... So I need to pop into RA and jump to I don't need to jump to RA, I can jump to start, I just need to pop. So I don't put a lot of crap on the memory here. So they should keep this only on the first locker. And I'm gonna always be on the slot 1. Slot station 0. -1, whatever. The first station. So this should constantly keep updating this guy. Which is reading 0. Why the heck would this be reading 0? So getting from the main controller. Yes, so that's correct. So now that it's looping only on the first, why the heck is it not updating correctly? So it's entering here, put the lock index to 14 and the main control index to 0. Moving there, it's already there, so it's not doing anything. The weights just come back here. Then the loop, gonna move the update to 0. Gonna set this to 14. Gonna read the quantity. Gonna read the max quantity. And gonna read the hash. So what I will do now then, since you are being annoying as hell. Oh yeah, that's correct, that's correct. It should be 0. Because there is nothing there. It's empty. If I put this, now it should be reading 114. Perfect, so it is doing the job. So now how do I make sure it's going to the next slot? So subtract from the slot index 1. So let's then put this here. So now it won't go to the next locker. Yeah, but then why the slot is 1? Yeah, that's my biggest question. So the slot should be 13. So I'm not breaking out of the loop. That's the problem.
Hunger caution.
Wait, that's why I need this, right? Yes, the whole idea was to, if I got an update, I need to break out of the loop. Yeah, but didn't fix it at all. So, okay, so I read slot 0, slot 0 is working. So then I read slot, not 0, 14. So now I'm on 13. So I'm reading quantity, there is something there. So branch is equal to 0, which is not. Then gonna branch if it's not equal to the max, which is, right? So we're gonna go to this. Gonna move into the update quantity locker index 14. And quantity to update will be 0. And I'm gonna jump here. Locker slot index. This put the quantity and the slot, yes. And I changing the update 1. And then I jump back. So now it's gonna jump back. So we were here. Now jump back. So branch is greater than 0, which is update. So go to the next slot index, which is not where we want to go. Otherwise, we're gonna go all the way to the first slot. If we have an update, this means we go to the next station. So I cannot jump here. I need to jump here at the end here. I need to just go to the next locker. I think that will be the issue, because all the lockers are going all the way to the 0 plus 1. Yeah, that's the problem. The 0 is always full, so that's why the quantity is always 0 and the index is always 1. Yeah, that makes sense. So they should go to the next locker, which will then won't do anything. It will just stop. But at least the index should be correct now. 713. Holy crap! Thank you. Perfect. It was 7 probably because it was the middle of the thing. 1 7. Now when it is full, I can make it be full just for testing. If I put you there, 15, perfect. $13.1. No. Oh yes, actually has 1. It should be showing 14.0. Perfect. So finally. That was stupid. Yeah, here I need to be skipping the entire loop. Not, I was looping to the next index, which was always going to the beginning of the locker. That explains everything. So if I let it run, it should work now. So you're gonna update to 9999. Let me put something else so I know this end. Now I need to wait for it to finish, and then it should be good to go. Okay, so it should be 14.0, then 5.4. So on this 2, which I mean the third locker, there is soybean 5.4.
Hydration critical.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Perfect. Now it is correct. Holy crap, that was painful. That was like insanely painful. We can now put you back to 0. You can... I'm gonna put you to 2 and you can be removed. Then down here I put you 0 and 0. Now I export. Should start again. Then I remove this from here. Then you should go back to the beginning and do again, but that's it.
Hunger critical.
I want to place another switch right here that will allow me to use the same thing for the other one, although should not need it. But on the code here, I'm going to load device into R0 from the switch that I don't have setting, and then I'm gonna decide based on the setting if I'm gonna keep or if I just gonna branch out. Or branch is equal to 0 R0. Branch is greater than 0 R0. Just go back. Right, so one side will be showing the freezer, the other side will be showing this. So I can't export this, otherwise you're gonna crash. So you are in 0, you are in 0, you are in 0, everyone is in 0. But you are not open. So I don't know if I'm missing something, but after I do this, I want to make sure this is actually open. So I can call 439A0B. Four three nine A0B. Okay, perfect. You should not have anything on your hand. So the wheat here gonna get messed up because of this. I have to wait to finish. Well, I can't shove the wheat into the system so it doesn't get messed up. Yeah. That's fern, that's fern, that's fern, so it should put 10 and go here. Yeah, it is doing what it should. And I should be able to just shove you in there. Perfect. 10. And the next it would be 6. And the next should be stacking this and having one extra here. Perfect. Now you grab that thing. And you're gonna get this guy here. Perfect, it's working. Let's see if I don't die before this whole dance finish.
Health low.
Now you just store twice. One more. And it should open that thing. Perfect. And there's more weed. Now if I go to the third locker, or 12, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, perfect. Because it's stacking. It should then read 12, 2. Perfect. Everything is back on normal. Now I'm just going to copy the code to the other one, and that should be fine. And I need to clean all the trash that I have here. But yeah. Holy crap, that was a pain. Literally. Little pain. Two at the frame. Wall, do I need walls? No, I don't need walls. Literally dying to make this work.
Waste tank caution.
So if I want you more or less the same level, frame would need to be here. Now, centering this, do you only go in the center? Perfect, so center is easy enough. Oh, I'm missing a lot of frames. That's fine, I'm gonna do this later. I didn't look at the forward position. I want everyone in the same forward position. Now I don't know where the center is anymore. That was very smart, like super smart. Trying to do this. If I die, I'm screwed because I don't have a respawn point.
Health critical.
Look at the freaking position we're placing this. Where's the cable? The cables are there. Okay. This one needs to be backwards. Okay, so let's let's deal with before I die.
Waste tank critical. Hunger
problem solved.
caution.
So any more frames?
Health low.
And we can close this. And cables. I'm missing a tool. Don't know how many frames I'm missing. I'm gonna get 9. And I'm gonna need some cables, enough cables to get to the other. I need red cables, I guess. I need one, yeah, because you like too close to this. 2 blocks back. I should be here. It does a little freeze when you mine this thing. The game literally hangs. Isn't that a frame? Thank you. So, let's look at the FPS there. Yep, there is a ginormous FPS drop when you mine this thing. For whatever random reason. Steel. Then wrench required to continue. Then a screwdriver required to continue. Then weld torch with more steel. Then 10 cable coil heavy. Heavy, I didn't realize it was heavy. Crap. Plastic. Just plastic. And that should be it. That was enough frames. Just need to weld everything and connect this to this line here. So the red cable is the cable for communication, right? Yes. And the yellow cable is the cable for power. So I guess we're not gonna do this on camera right now. I'm gonna just start the working on the camera. And then I continue. So there will be a frame here. Frame going all the way over here. Yes, and then I made the corners like the inverse of this, which is this. Yes, and then I'm gonna round it. Just to keep the same as this. Yes. Then I'm gonna pull from the red cable, which is data, right? Red cable is data. Of course, the data. Oh, that's a miracle. The data is actually in the correct position. Usually, those things are flipped. Right, so you will be here, and then power. But I need to bring power. So I need a yellow cable. Don't get stuck. And I can just go up there, yeah. I can totally just go the same thing. If I could get the freaking position where I can see it, thank you. I'm not stuck inside this crap. Thank you.
Power low.
Okay, so I just need to connect you with you. And then I place the surrounding frames around this, so it looks nice. So the red cable has the data. It's carrying power, but for everything else. And the yellow cable is coming from the battery, which will limit to 25 kilowatts, so it doesn't drain the entire thing. And slowly fill up this guy. And that should be it. So how much power does this thing takes again? 50, yeah. Right, jeez. Another gigantic episode, but finally got the Larre done.
Waste tank caution.
For resetting, right? I still want to do give me a seed or give me a plant thing. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do something else for a while and then I go back to this later. Because I can't keep looking at the code forever. I'm gonna need a bunch of cables which I don't have. Copper for all the things. Right, so I'm gonna take all this pulp and all this stuff that I have laying around and shove into the composter line. You're gonna have to open a manual thing so I can just drop a bunch of stuff there and that will get pushing to the composter. And I'm gonna update the other side of the freezer as well. And then I need to figure out what they're gonna do next. But for now, that will be it. Thank you for watching. And of course, more calls. Thanks for watching. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye.